True love is coming your way. It's already yours. You've always been worthy. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, let's talk about opening our heart space, opening your heart to receive love. I want to remind you that you are on a soul journey. A lot of times we can go through experiences in life that feel like we might start to feel like we want to shut our hearts off from love, and that we're no longer worthy to receive. Maybe we've given up on love, but I want you to open your heart to love and remember how worthy you are to experience love. You know, there's so many excuses that people can make out there. Our ego. Ooh, your ego is not your amigo. Your ego could convince you that we don't need love. It's not a big deal. Relationships, they don't matter. Or love just comes with too much pain. I don't want to deal with that. Their headache, it's too much. But deep down inside, there's other things going on. And I wanted to create this just to re-spark you and to have your mind focusing on the good things of life, which include love, and remembering who you really are at your core. You are love and you're worthy to receive it. You're worthy to feel it mirrored in someone else and experience the vibration of love, which is so beautiful. It's so healing to you and to this planet. We deserve to be existing in a state of bliss and of peace, of harmony. All of this is rooted in love. It just takes some inner work. So how can we do it though? Because it's like this, we know we want love when we're honest with ourselves. We know we are love. But how can we open our heart? The first thing is, like, I want you to remember, like, this is what I've learned in my own life, you guys. It's a journey. So I want you to see your life as a hero's journey and realize that when we talk about opening your heart to love, something shut it down. Okay, so whether it's something in your childhood dynamics, and it's so real. Our minds could have been programmed to believe that we're unworthy of love, but I don't want you to give up. Like, think about if you're playing a video game and you can't get past level 1 over and over and over again. Are you going to just give up and be like, that game is too hard? Or are you going to keep trying until you win? Do you get what I'm saying? So things may have happened in your life up to this point that have convinced you that love is not possible for you. Maybe it's possible for those people, but not for you. But that's not true. You're on a journey. So we have to remember that although we want it right away, although we feel like it's unfair that those people have it, but you don't at this point in time, or that they have this life, but you've had this kind of life, I want you to remember that you don't know their whole story. You don't know what they had to go through to get to that point. And also you have your own blessings that are awaiting you. But you got to go through the levels. It's a journey. It's a process. Yes, we're naturally, inherently worthy of love, but your soul is here to learn lessons and to experience different things in life. There's contrast. There's duality on earth. And so we go through the heartbreak. We go through the pain, through the grief, through the loss, just to get to the other side. Because what are you learning in the process? That's why I tell you, like, don't try to skip the hard part, because that's where the gold is. That's where the strength is. That's where the lessons is. That's where that's what you need to actually grow. And it's not about being hurt on purpose. Like, God is never against you. The universe, things are happening in your favor to refine you, to increase your awareness, to grow you. And you're going to get to the other side when you don't give up. So instead, realize that pain, it's leading you to a breakthrough. And that heartbreak is leading you to a better place. But you have to have hope and faith in love itself, which could never hurt you, because love is so pure and beautiful, and this is what you deserve. But you have to, like, cleanse your own heart of the grief and the pain. And it's not an overnight thing, and I'm not telling you to be fake happy, but little by little, bit by bit, when we can face our pain and release the like the ego, which doesn't want to take accountability, doesn't want to see where you went wrong, wants to blame others, stay in bitterness and resentment. When you can release those things and forgive, and then learn to let it go and be gentle with yourself, start giving yourself love, care, affirming yourself, seeing yourself for what you really are and what you really need and desire. And maybe those desires weren't fulfilled in your relationship so far. It doesn't mean that they disappear. Like, you don't have to shrink. You don't have to stop having standards. Hold the standard of love, because it doesn't change. And I want you to pull yourself to that standard and then attract it, or wait for the real thing, because real love is worth the wait. Like, you go through hard things to get to the redemption, to get to the light, to get to the love, to remember it. And it's part of this process. So it's a journey, you know? So keep having faith in yourself and trust the process. How to open your heart to love. Remember that it's always been destined and fated for you to experience love. And so this is very much rooted in hope, right? So it's like the fruits of the Spirit. It will never change. And it's so beautiful that we have this spiritual guidance while we're here on earth. Like, God has already granted us what we need. It's just that we're all having different experiences. But open your heart to receive the highest form of love. Love. It's fated for you. It's destined for you. It's already yours. It's already written. True love awaits you. It's already here. It's just that there's levels. For example, like, the shoe has to fit. like I've heard before, like, the shoe has to fit. When you try to force something but it's not meant for you, you're going to experience pain. The pain is telling you something. It hurts for a reason. The shoe doesn't fit. But then you're going to get to that perfect fit. There's levels to it. So you have to release what doesn't serve you and hold the standard of love. See, like, even when we weren't taught what real love is, or you haven't experienced it even as a kid, that doesn't change what love is. We have to change, and we have to, like, don't stop believing in love. And love is not just what feels familiar. So when we heal our inner child and when we can see ourselves clearly, we can remember what true love is, you know, because, like, see, for me, you guys, wow, a few days ago, I was meditating. I was in a state of meditation, and I was connecting with my inner child, and it was so beautiful. Like, when you give yourself some stillness and when you start connecting within, I was able to see myself. Like, I closed my eyes, and I want you to do this too. If you're brave, if you're willing, if you want to open your heart to love, you have to find out what's blocking it, or how you view love, honestly, in a raw way. There's no shame. Be vulnerable with yourself and see yourself as a little kid and ask yourself questions. Answer from the little kid's point of view. And when you're soft and vulnerable with yourself, you're going to get to the root of the issues of why you might be closing your heart to love, or why you haven't found it yet, or do you even believe it exists, or that you're worthy to receive it. So when I was doing some inner child work, I realized so many things about myself, and they're just short answers, like 1-sentence answers. It's not even in depth. When you ask a little kid a question, even your own inner child, there's a straightforward answer, because kids they don't hide things. They're just so honest. And so ask yourself, what do you think of love? What did you need that you didn't get? How do you feel? Why do you feel that way? What happened? Things like that. So connect with your inner child for healing, and then remember that there's levels that you're climbing up. Okay, so love is not just what feels familiar, like the things you've gone through, but there's true love. There's conscious love. There's a healed love out there for you, but it starts with you, like you giving that to yourself. So when you can be honest about what love is for you, and then you start practicing that for yourself, you're gonna be able to see clearly into the world of what feels like love to you and what is just a broken pattern in society. So hold the standard of love. Like, that's the most important thing I can tell you. And open your heart to receive it. Who wouldn't want to receive love? Realize you're worthy of it. How could you not be worthy of it when you're God embodied? You're a goddess. Your spirit, your soul is a piece of God. So To think you're not worthy of love is to think that God is not good enough for love. It just doesn't make sense, right? So we have to remove the lies from our mind and feel love into our nervous system. Allow your body to be open to receive, heal the root chakra. Like, heal your root chakra, work on your heart chakra. How does love feel to you? Do you feel safe to receive it? Or do you feel that it's scary or it'll hurt you? Because those are wounds from our inner child or from society, past relationships. That's why I tell you, realize what is love and what is not. And hold to that. It's okay. When people didn't know how to love you right, forgive them. But it doesn't change what love is. Real love is unconditional. Soul nourishing, someone liking you and loving you, accepting you for who you are, just vibing with you. There's nothing you have to do for love. You simply existing is enough. And that's how real love will feel to you. Like, you're just being you. You're not pretending, you're not wearing a mask, you're not trying hard. You're just alive. And love comes upon you. Like, someone sees you with beautiful eyes. They have love for you naturally. And you give to each other in a pure way. Kindness, respect. You cherish each other. You admire, you adore one another. You uplift one another. Friendship, deep connection, space to grow, forgiveness, grace. These things are real love, right? Not the boxes we contorted ourselves to fit in, not shrinking for fear of disrupting someone's ego, not trying to be something we're not, or being perfect, or trying too hard, things like that. Things we, a lot of times as a little kid, or society has taught us that we have to be X, Y, and Z to be worthy of love. Oh, what do you bring to the table? Or you have to be a certain body type, or be a certain height, or have a certain status in society. None of those things actually matter. Release those things and realize that you're worthy for simply existing. Okay, this is how we're gonna open our heart to love. We're going so deep, per usual. So we've talked about like opening your heart to receive love, humbling ourselves to realize it's a journey that your soul agreed to. And we can try to like surrender to that and be humble and realize that every single wrong turn was meant to be that way for a reason. Like, it's leading you eventually on the right path. When we feel down in the gutter, down in the dirt, rock bottom, things like that, it's because we were trying to tie that word love to something that was not love. Like, that was not loving behavior. You're not treating each other with love, right? And so it's so plain to see when we can like release attachments and just see from an objective point of view, like what is love and what is not. And realize that there's levels, and you start at the bottom and you can climb up. And also your worth. When we talk about opening your heart to receive love, you're already worthy, not just to give love, but to receive it. And so it's beautiful. Like, if you really want to know what your thoughts are about love, I want you to spend time alone and dive within yourself and meditate. Meditation is a huge way to discover your inside world, to see where are you moving from. What are your honest thoughts about your life and who you are? And your worth is a huge thing. So you're worthy to receive love. You've been preparing all this time. Oh, where is it? Open your heart to real love. To receive love really is what it is. Because sometimes somebody shows up in your life and you're like, you could be skeptical. Is this real? Really? All the things I've been through? Really? Why now? Are they real? Are they not? And again, like, we could be hiding. Our inner child doesn't want to believe it. Is it going to be a repeat? But see, no. Like, there's real love out there, and it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be perfect for you. And so, I don't know, I'm just for love. Like, I want us all to realize our worth, like realize that we're worthy of love and that it exists, and that there's someone out there for you that's going to make you feel so beautiful from the inside out. You're going to feel in a state of bliss. You're going to feel so happy because, wow, where have you been all of this time? Like, I had to go through so much to find you, and now you're here. I can barely believe it. And that's what this video is about, is like unlocking your heart and realizing like all that love let it just flow in. It's going to start gushing in and gushing out of you. And you can do so without shame or guilt. Like, realize that you're so worthy to experience love, because it's one love, it's one consciousness. You're divine, and love is so divine. But this world can try to tear you away from it, shield you, have you hiding from love, covering your own eyes, asleep to it. But you can awaken and be in a conscious state, conscious love. Love is a choice to love, right? And return to what real love is, which is like commitment, being devoted to someone, staying loyal, sticking through the storms, being patient with each other, forgiving each other, being in a state of grace, having fun, being playful, connecting with your inner child, you know, with each other, like just playing and laughing, and support, encouragement, companionship, lifting each other up, being there with each other when you're down, true connection, deep connection. So never settle when it comes to love, because the real thing is out there for you. And all you have to do is be you. All you have to do is release what doesn't serve, so that you can open your heart to receive the real thing. But how can you get the real thing if we're clinging to things that are not for you? But everything's for you in that moment, right? Like, you had to go through the different things. When the right person enters your life, they're going to feel so honored to love you. And how do you feel when I say that? Like, do you receive that? Do you believe that? Because that's what this is about, is like digging into your heart, being in your heart space, and realizing that love is your destiny and love is your fate. All you have to do is open your heart to receive. So I hope that this video helped you in some way. I just feel so like enlightened by love. Love has taught me so much on this planet, and relationships have, even the bad ones, but it was all leading me somewhere. It was leading me on a path to where I am right now, and my heart's overflowing with love, with gratitude, because it was all worth it. Like, to find someone where there's a soul resonance, and like, it was written. I realize now that it was destined. It's all been preparation to receive the real thing. So I hope this video inspires you in some way. I'm sending you so much love, so much power, so much healing on your journey. Take care of yourself. Drop me a comment with your thoughts, and I'll see you in my next one.